ask me every day, what is the biggest challenge in this business? And my answer is one thing and one thing only: people.
In the United States right now, there are 76 million baby boomers. The number one dilemma for these baby boomers? Housing. That dilemma can be your opportunity. Welcome to the Assisted Living Network podcast, where you can discover how just one residential assisted living home could secure your financial future forever.
Hey, it's Isabel from the Assisted Living Network. Listen, if businesses were only about paperwork, it'd be easy. Okay, people are always the hardest part of any business, especially the residential assisted living business. And I'm not talking about the seniors. I'm talking about the staff as well, the seniors, the families, the licensing department at the state, the neighbors, you name it. Okay, people are always the ones making things difficult. And gosh dang it, do we love people? That's why we do what we do, because we truly, deeply love seniors and love being able to provide them a beautiful opportunity that they're not receiving elsewhere. But when it comes to the seniors and their families, they have high expectations. They are feeling a lot of feelings, from anger, guilt, frustration, sadness, relief, joy, happiness, you name it. And it's all mixed up, and it's coming out in a lot of different ways. So the biggest tip I can give to anyone new in this industry in regards to dealing with seniors' families is to over-communicate. If you remember where you were at this time of your life, or maybe you haven't been there yet, let me tell you, it's just overwhelming. The biggest thing that you're looking for is peace of mind. You just want a moment to know that you're making a good choice, that your loved one has the best of the best care, and that you didn't completely just fail them. This senior is not going to come back to the person that you once knew or loved. Things are different now. And sometimes, especially if this is their first time dealing with an aging loved one, they may need some extra love and patience coming to this realization. Staff can also be a huge challenge. Many times they've been in the business for a long time and, they like to do things their way. And they're not open to following direction, and they can fight with other caregivers or cause drama within the home. And this is something that you as an owner need to nip in the bud right away. No fighting or drama or backtalking or acting out at all. Culture must come first. Oftentimes it's about pay. Another home down the street pays $1 or $2 more per hour, and they'll leave for that jump in pay. But here's a big tip on dealing with staffing, okay? Culture starts at onboarding. Never forget to lead with love. If you want them to love on your seniors, you need to love on them first. A lot of times you can tell a lot about a business, not how the business treats their customers, but how their business treats the employees. Do unto others as you would want done for you. Appreciate your staff, take good care of them, pay them well, and make sure that they know that they matter to you. That's really what it comes down to. When they feel loved and appreciated at work, it's game-changing. It's life-changing for you and your business. When it comes to the licensing department, well, listen, sometimes they are busy with other things, and sometimes they don't have the knowledge of what you're referring to, or sometimes they don't want you to open a care home, and they're literally just trying to stop you. They're being haters, okay? The biggest tip I can give here is to not assume, okay? You don't know what's going on with them, so do make sure that you're being kind, ask a lot of questions, and never assume that they know, or that they're intentionally trying to stop you or make your life more difficult, okay? Don't make assumptions, right? We all know how that can, make a fool out of us. Last but not least, neighbors. Or should I say angry neighbors? Man, we could do a whole episode on this. Actually, we probably will, because there are so many tips I could give with dealing with neighbors. And if you can think of a horror story dealing with angry neighbors, our students have encountered it. And when it comes to seniors, I'm not joking. We had a student who literally had their RAL home burned down by neighbors. No joke. Okay. We've had others who've had picketers trying to say, you can't be in this neighborhood. We've seen so many angry flyers or posts in the neighborhood apps these days. HOA beatdowns and battles and debates galore. The reality is they don't know what they're opposing. I feel like it's the Bible story of the people who crucified Jesus and they truly did not know what they were doing. And that's where we get that Bible verse, Luke 23:34. Forgive them, Father, for they do not know what they're doing, okay? That's what I feel like the angry neighbor situation is equivalent to. Literally, if you don't open an RAL, these families are going to have to make a tough choice of leaving their loved one in the local big box facility with neglect, high prices, and terrible food and terrible care for their, final days of life, or they're going to have to quit their job and take care of the senior themselves, give up their entire lives to care for their elderly loved one. You are bringing a solution. You are bringing an answered prayer. You're bringing gold. They just don't understand that. Okay. A lawyer once described to me that opposing an RAL in your area, in your neighborhood, is like burning a cross, right? They literally put that in a letter that they sent out to the HOA, and some hearts actually changed. But hear me loud and clear, because of the Federal Fair Housing Act, we are a protected class. They can't do anything anyways, but it doesn't mean that they won't try to scare you, beat you down, or make you want to quit. They will try. So, big tip for the angry neighbors, be patient. Because when you do open your care home, a lot of them will become clients. And that's kind of the fun part of it, when we hear our students' horror stories and then later when they have the open house and the angry neighbor comes to visit and they say, well, how much does it cost to have my senior live in this home? And then they're the first ones moving someone in, okay? So listen, what's the most challenging part of opening an RAL? Now you know why I say paperwork is easy and anyone can do it. But people, that's not for the faint of heart. So 3 tips for dealing with any person in this industry. Over-communicate, don't assume, lead with love, and I'll throw in another one. Be patient. Don't forget to like and share this episode and follow us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Thanks for listening to the Assisted Living Network.